Hey guys, this is Ray, owner of Double R Diesel and DRP Motorsports. Welcome back to the shop. And today I thought I'd do a video discussing the up-and-coming 2025 Ram heavy-duty trucks. Most particularly, I'm concerned with the Cummins, obviously. But Ram is coming out with a refreshed 2025 heavy-duty model. I've got a Motor Trend article pulled up here, and you can see the cabin chassis model right up front, and you can also see some pictures of the Rebel model, which is a very nice looking truck. Obviously, Ram is very proud of how that looks because the press release photos show more of it than anything. And also, we see a red truck here that's probably a Bighorn, something along those lines. But what I wanted to point out to you concerning this video is the front of the trucks and how they're redesigned. You see there's a lot more grill opening. Um, and with more grill opening, that means that the idea there is to get more airflow into the front of the truck for cooling purposes. So that obviously tells us that they're probably going to be making more power than what they used to make. If you've heard the rumors, and I think the rumors probably are going to work out so being true, that there's going to be a new 8-speed transmission by ZF. I think that's a definite going in there because of the 68 RFE and the ASIN 69 have had their share of issues and performance, lackluster performance, I would say, in stock form, so that Ram is probably going to push a new 8-speed transmission in these trucks to keep up with competition, as obviously the competitions have gone to 10 speeds. But the inline six-cylinder makes so much low-end torque that you really don't need a 10-speed, but I think an 8-speed would be great regardless. Along with that 8-speed, there's probably going to be a new engine. There's lots of rumors about a 7.2 liter possibly going in these trucks. And why would Ram, in collaboration with Cummins, why would Cummins want to put a larger engine in these trucks, not just add more power to the 6.7 liter? Well, emission standards. We all know that federal EPA mandated emission standards are getting tougher and tougher and tougher to meet. And the only way that I think that Ram Cummins can get more power out of these trucks and meet the up and coming emission standards for diesel engines is to increase displacement size. You can't push the 6.7 liter any harder and still meet the stringent emission standards that are coming. So I think there's probably going to be, like rumors suggest, a bigger engine. So that brings me to our point of this video, and that's tuning. Everybody wants to tune their Ram Cummins trucks for obvious reasons. I will say that when these new trucks hit the market, tuning these things will be next to impossible. We already know that tuning anything 22 or newer requires a PCM swap if you want to add more power. Now, obviously, there's some things that there's things that you can do to get around a PCM swap if you're not trying to add power but do weight reduction, as some people say. But moving forward, a new engine, obviously going to have all new operating systems, probably a new ECM. Obviously, with a ZF transmission, the 8-speed coming in, you want to have a new TCM. So all this stuff is going to be brand new electronically, and it's going to have all the latest security protocols in place, mandated by our government. So tuning these things outside of OEM stuff is going to be probably next to impossible. I hate to say it, but the government, the EPA is pushing manufacturers like Cummins and Ram to make these things so that the outside cannot get in and manipulate particularly emissions related parameters within the tune. So I think they're going to be locked down even tighter than before. I'm not saying they will be impossible to tune, because if it's made by man, anything's possible. But I do know how the latest technology works, and I think it's going to be very, very, very difficult to crack in the new up and coming ECMs that'll probably be in these trucks for tuning. So I hate to be a bearer of bad news when it comes to tuning, but I think that's where it's heading. But on the good side of things, we're going to have probably a very powerful very well performing truck in stock form. Obviously, Ram has got to get up to that 500 horsepower, 1,200 foot-pound torque mark to be able to compete with the new Power Strokes. So between reaching a higher power level with a new engine, getting better transmission performance with an 8-speed transmission, I think these trucks in stock form are going to perform very, very, very well. Time will tell. I think what I've read, we'll know more after the first year, so it'll be really interesting to see how this turns out. But anyway, thought it'd be a good video to do. As always, guys, thank you for following along. God bless each and every one of you, and we will see you again soon.